Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the Pacific Northwest in that wonderful little place of Belfair, Washington. It's on the Lower Hood Canal and it is Hickville, USA in my humble opinion, and I do love where I live. So this is my August 2025's Paper Pumpkin alternative video review, everybody, and I got to make 30 videos with this kit. I am so excited to share with you everything I created. So this kit is called Farmhouse Florals. Now at the beginning of this set of videos, my alternatives, I told you that I rate this a solid D. Having completed all of my videos, I'm going to give it maybe a C++, but I still, a solid D is a good grade for this kit, because the kit as it is designed, they look like cards, a box of cards that you would get off of a drugstore counter or the end aisle, right? That you would just pull a box of thank you cards. That's what they look like. And that's not what I have come to expect from Stampin' Up! I expect a little bit more, especially from Paper Pumpkin. Part of the best thing from Paper Pumpkin is that surprise element about what you're getting, because you don't get, like in regular kits, you get to see everything that comes in a kit. So I do expect a bit more. We like envelopes that are printed on the inside or the outside, that we can expand our kit and make it go further. That is something that they have done, and that's what we have come to expect. And so I do expect that. I expect bling or twine. So those kind of things. We did get the linen thread, yes. So we did get that in this kit. We did get 2 stamp sets in this kit, which was great, and I do really like those sentiments, but it's just for the simplicity of this design. It doesn't mean they weren't beautiful, because I think they're each of these were beautifully designed. They just weren't a lot to work with. And I don't want overly complicated cards. I wanted a little bit more. So with that being said, Farmhouse Florals, 9 cards, 9 envelopes, 3, 3, and 3. So on the back, as always, this QR code would have led you to a video that would show you how to put your kit together as it is designed. My videos don't show you that. I am all about showing you what I personally do with my kit, because I love just doing things for me. I mail out all of my cards that I make every month. And I love creating, and I love sharing it with you. I get such joy from doing this. So thank you for giving me that opportunity. There is a visual always of everything that comes in the kit. There was one that didn't have something in it, but that's on a rare occasion. Down here it lists those coordinating colors. Now for this kit, the coordinating colors were Calypso Coral, Darling Duckling, Gray Granite, Lost Lagoon, Pecan Pie, and Secret Sea. That does not mean that these kits will not coordinate with other colors, because I have proven that time and time again. I bring in other colors, other stamp sets, so you can really mix and match and bring things to life with these kits. This QR code here would have led you to this set of 9 dies. I did not feel that these dies per se really, except for like the hello, but the hello was so big. Anyways, I think they missed the mark. We should have had a teapot instead of the circle to go with this set. But maybe it's because the circle could have gone with all 3 kits, but I really wish we would have had a teapot for this set. So Circle of Season, July, August, and September's Paper Pumpkin kit. These will coordinate with, and September's will coordinate with the Autumn Toile stamp set, suite of products in the mini catalog. So this was a double stamp set. I've already put my stamps into this little, back into their case. So we have this floral stamp, the teapot, which I wish we had a die. For a great friend, always here for you. This little background, you're simply the best. Thank you for your constant friendship and listening ear. I did not use the XOXO. I just didn't have a need for it. For you, thank you. This background, just a note, you are loved, too safe, forever your friend. Good friends are hard to find. I'm so glad we found each other, and hello. So I'm going to show you what I do when I'm all done. So I take this, I just tear it. You could cut it, but it tears off. This goes into the recycle bin. And this, I just fold it. However you want to fold yours is fine. And I stick it in with my stamps. I used to not keep them, and then I regretted not doing so. So now I keep the top front of it. And this now, I also, if you'll see here, they list what the name of the stamp set is, but they forget to print the month and the year. So I just write that in, and that goes into my box of paper pumpkin. This is going to stay out, as this will coordinate with September's paper pumpkin kit. But I'm going to put it away for right now, which is right in front of me. Let's take a look at what we did, right? In no particular order. Oh, but we are going to start with the to fix or not to fix, right? And I can't show you what I messed up on because it's behind here. I did fix it, as you can see. It's not there, but it was upside down on the wrong side. And yeah, I couldn't take it, guys. I just had to fix it. So this was using a couple of pieces. Allie had sent me some of her extras from Pick of the Crop paper pumpkin, and that's what these are. And I used rich raspberry to stamp a background for you here, and these little flowers. And this is from the Charming Day dies here to add some greenery to our little bag, our little purse. And it's blank now because there's nothing in it. But to fix or not to fix, my answer was I had to fix it, yes. So some of you said fix, some of you said keep it as it was, but it was a good chuckle. Let me tell you something. It still makes me smile. I also did this sweet little note card using the Gallery Blooms, Gallery Blooms stamp set and dies, and the Damask embossing folder, which I will be using this, January is when I'll be using this set as my featured set for my Monday and Saturday series. Will be January with the Gallery Blooms, that entire suite. I did purchase that when it was buy one suite, get one 50% off. I chose this suite and I chose the Charming Day suite. So anyways, this is for you. We just cut it off, little pearls there, and just some blending with a blender pen with the Secret Sea. Could have added probably a little greenery in the leaves there, but I wanted to keep it monochromatic. And the inside, it was such a striking, that is really a striking floral. Oh yes, as I uncover all of my cards that I have made, may you gather happiness. Thank you, Carol, because this, not my Aunt Carol, this was sent to me as a gift. This is the fluffy squirrel. A little note. This is in Cajun Craze. A little note to my little red squirrel out in my yard who likes to stay on the fence. And we have two wooden fences back to back, my fence and my neighbor's fence. And he likes to go in between, and he likes to sit up in between them and talk to Boone. And Boone just is like, I see you. I see you. Sending autumn wishes your way. That paper pumpkin set. And this is from the Charming Day DSP in copper clay. So sweet. So sweet. And once again, this was me kind of casing the card from the catalog with the Gallery Blooms. I, of course, all of this because of a little tiny square of an envelope flap that I used to die cut these two flowers. And this is what, came of that. And this is beautiful. I think it came out beautiful. And these are from the Charming Day suite as well, these blue. And it just worked really well on the inside. So here we go again, using, this was an envelope from the Pick of the Crop paper pumpkin, right? You just needed something in the background with a print on it. And it really made a difference when you fussy cut out this purse with the florals, right? It just made it pop. This was the back side of a card base from the same paper pumpkin. And here we stamped the little teapot for you and left it blank on the inside as well. And once again, another one of those card bases. So this might be the envelope. No, this is the envelope. This is definitely card base. It could be envelope. I'm trying to feel it. Nope, that's a card base. I wonder, this card base or envelope? Because Phyllis gave me some, and so did Allie from Alley Cat Crafts. And this was so simple. So simple. I mean, you can look at it and tell what I did. So this was the back of one of those card bases from Pick of the Crop, right? And it just went in, and this is just the ephemera from the kit, a couple of butterflies, a little bit of stickly glitter glue, and there you have a card. And a little strip right here. This must be an envelope. This must be an envelope piece. And here is a note to that little teapot that needed a die. So I didn't use the teapot a whole lot, and I didn't use the hello, and I didn't use the circle a whole lot. I just didn't. But I did use a stamp from the Welcome In paper pumpkin to do these little lines here. And Thinking of You, one of my favorite stamps from April 2025's. This was the Shaded Summer and Shadow dies. And this worked out really beautiful with the eyelet embossing folder in Berry Burst, a little strip of scrap of cardstock that was out and about on my desk. And you guys know me. I love using scraps and bits and pieces that I have. I just don't like to see things go to waste. This though can. Sorry, that's out and about. So I love using things. Hello, may the good you do come back to you. That was from the Shaded Summer. That was one of my favorites. The dies ended up being in Celebration. It was just fabulous that they did that. This was, oh, so much fun. This was inspired. Joanne's card, right? Look at that. That is a masterful, beautiful card. Paper pumpkin stamps here in the background, right? And we have a lot of sentiments to say. Thank you for your constant friendship and listening ear. Forever your friend. Good friends are hard to find. I'm so glad we found each other. Right? Little bit of, this is a little bit of cardstock, the backing here, which you don't necessarily have to have that backing in Mossy Meadow, but it does when you fold it, it brings out that Mossy Meadow in it. So that came out really lovely. Then I did a set of 3 note cards. So this was using envelope flap, the Welcome In card base. This is a different one, but these were all done together. And these were using the dies. Trying to see which ones. I can't remember right off the top of my head. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. I made these so long ago, now I can't remember. Yes, the Every Celebration dies. And these were the July Paper Pumpkin of September 2024's stamp set. And I already had these stamped and die cut. I just had to color them in. And the hooray, just simple. And we did thank you, thank you, thank you across there. Just colored it in. Forever your friend. Those were a sweet one. These were the Natural Botanicals. No. Yes, Natural Botanicals. So here we stamped the leaf in the background. I stamped and fussy cut the cone flower. I say cornflower all the time, but I do mean cone flower. You made my day down here. This was me showing you how you can trace and stamp and make your own, because I used a background stamp on here and I made my own little purse. Stamped thank you up there. Just a simple little note card. This, I had a giveaway for the hydrangeas, though I wish this had shifted just a little bit more in center, but I didn't get it there. And really simple, 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 simple. This was using the delightful and just gorgeous cone flower celebrations. And this was from the envelope flap. Just die cut the 3 little dragonflies there, thinking of you, in a card base I got from the thrift store. See, it has that little bit of a print on there. And here is a sweet little card. This was, oops, I even still have my note on there that I used from the video. I'm double checking the name on this. Give me a second here because I don't want to get it wrong. I want to say Thoughtful Garden, but that's not it. It is Spotlight on Nature, and I don't know why I wanted to say Thoughtful Garden, but this is envelope flap, scrap of paper, scrap of blue here, right? And once again, we just made our background, used the little spot. I use this little spot more than I have used a little spot in any other paper pumpkin kit. I used it a whole lot. Used a little blender pen to blend out the coloring and some stickly glitter glue on there to really bring in sparkle to the card. All right. And this one, this purple, absolutely loved it. This is right up my alley. This purple, just brought out these fresh freesia blooms in here. This is the typewriter, right? You Are Loved, because you guys know I extend my kit as far as I can. Thinking of You, the April 2025's paper pumpkin kit, and the little butterflies from the same kit as well. All right, another one of the stickers, right? So I was like, where's my envelope? Here it is. So some really thin, cheap DSP here, this pink that we stamped on there to do the back of our envelope, right? Same here, hydrangea stickers, purse, strap, the little hello, and the little dots there, the little bling. And this one, this is, oh, I'm going to forget it now. Something Home is what I thought it was. Yes, it's very much like Winnie the Pooh, and I can't see it from here. It was one of those I got from the thrift store, but it was such a sweet little stamp set, and it was so easy to color, and just made a little scene here on, this is just the card, the back of the card base here. We just made a little scene and colored it in. It was so simple. It was just so simple. And oops, apparently that was just hanging out there. It's not on the card. I have an extra. Those will just go up there. So we did a bit of a collage, a couple of pieces from my stash here, and the single flower here, and then the flowers, and we stamped thank you. Once again, this came in handy all the way around the background here. And thanks so much from the Kindest Expressions. This one was bold. This Cottage Gingham DSP really made a bold statement with this purse with the flowers. It just did. Just a note to say these little flowers from Tammy, they were perfect. And we used those little tiny flowers from the kit there as well. Oh, this, I'm going to forget this one too, this stamp set. Why can't I remember? And I don't have them. I already put them on the shelf. But this was another stamp set I got for $1.75 at the thrift store. Very country, very farmhouse, very rural. This chicken, sketchy looking. It just, it came out great. Thanks for your friendship. I'm so glad. Good friends are hard to find. I'm so glad we found each other. This one is from this stamp set. Okay, sorry. I gotta go get it. I cannot take it no more. So we are looking for Happy Home. Yes, that's the one. And where's the chickens? I feel like I need to cluck like a chicken and maybe it will show up, but that's not going to happen, guys. Where's the chickens? Okay, I don't see the chickens right now. I wonder if I took that one to my aunt's house. I could have taken that one with the chickens to my aunt's house, but the other one was happy home. So I think I took this one to my Aunt Carol's house. So I can't share with you that one. Oh, this one. Yes. So I used stencils, right, from here. Joanne had sent me these great stencils, and Tammy had sent me these wonderful, wonderful dies that said blessed faith. They're just fabulous, and just some DSP. And I had messed up. So I had to start again because I messed up the first time, right? So we try again. So this came out lovely as well. Then this now can go to, the grandma groomer, as my daughter calls her. I'm so excited that she gets to have it now. This is just a notepad, which this may probably stay at the salon, but I stamped in it a little bit. And I used some of the Crackle I want to call it Glassy Glaze, but there was a Crackle one, and Crystal Effects is what Stampin' Up's was called. So Crystal Effects here, and then there was a same type of stuff, but it cracked a bit. You can see it made it look like they were cracked. So the window kind of looks like that too, but anyways. And the little bees and the little heart, just a note. So Grandma Groomer she was born on my birthday, everybody. So we share a birthday. And then let's look at all the other little things I made. So I made a 3x3 note card. I made this little sticky notepad with a pen, right? And then I made 2 little spiral memo books. And I made 3 little mini composition books. Yes, those, I mean, I've had a great time. So I've got all of those. And then I have 2 more cards. So these were using the full cards with envelopes from the kit. This was using from Simply Said. And this one was my Dutch door fold that I showed you how I cut here, right? And then I fussy cut around and cut across there for a beautiful, beautiful card. So that is all of my goodies that I made for this kit. 30 videos in total, but I have much more because, like I said, some of these, like this one, I did 3 of those in one video. But I just love doing this. I love sharing with you all what I do. I love sharing with my Aunt Carol so much. Right before my mom passed, I was taking stamps, suitcases of stamps and inks and paper, and I was showing her and my Aunt Carol how to stamp and getting them, because I was making cards. When I would make one card, I wouldn't just make one, I would make them in sets of 20. And I was constantly, you know, sending my mom cards, and when I would visit her, I would take them in those sets. And I no longer make cards in 20s. Make one card, but make 20 of them. I don't do that anymore. But I know I say this a lot, but it's so true. I packed, my brother died in 2010. He killed himself, and I'm not ashamed to say that. It's not, there's no stigma with suicide. if you put a stigma on it, that's when you stop talking about it. And I've learned that, you know, people need to express themselves, and people who are having mental health problems need to feel free to reach out and say they need help. And so we need to not put stigmas on things like that. So my brother did, you know, commit suicide in 2010. It affected me so much so that I packed away all of my stamping supplies. I was a shadow of myself. My grandson was born 3 years later, and I will tell you that there are blank gaps for 7 years after my brother died. There are things that probably happened that I can't remember. I was a ghost of myself. I could not believe that I felt like I had let my brother down, which of course, you know, I didn't. But it's very hard when you love somebody and you feel that you missed the signs, you missed something. And I could have done better. I could have been better there at the end. And I wasn't. But that's, you know, I will always feel that way, but I don't feel guilty over his death any longer. But for 7 years, I just couldn't deal with what had happened to him. And it was literally a month before my mother's own murder that she came to visit me for my birthday. And she had told me I was just starting to try to get out of the hole that I buried my heart in. And she had told me, your brother would not want you to be like this. He would not want you to, you know, carry this burden. It is not your fault and everything. And she really helped me there at the end. And unknowns to us, she wouldn't be with us a month later. But what was so crazy is that my mother's spirit is so lovely that I was able to handle her murder better than I handled my brother's suicide. And that's because it was just the way she was. And this channel has been so therapeutic for me in sharing something that I loved so much that I shared with her. And it has filled a place in my heart that I didn't even know was so empty. And I always want to let you all know just how much that means to me. So thank you. Thank you for giving me your time when you watch my videos and you allow me to share my love of paper crafting with you, because it was a passion and something I loved sharing with my mom that now I share with all of you. And my heart is so overfilled with joy each day that I come out and create. And the story, I tell you this not to make, I mean, I might tear up a little bit because I miss her at times like this. But when I smile, when I talk about my mom, even talk about her and her passing, because she would tell me, you know, when I die, do not cry and carry on for me. Because when I cross over, I'm going to be running to the light. And that is my mom. And so that's how I remember her. I remember the good times. I remember doing things like this. And even the day before she was killed, I was at an event, an in-person event. My daughter and we were making cards to share with her. And so when I create, I know that she is watching, and I create with that feeling and that emotion that I used to create and couldn't wait to share with my mom. And I feel that when I share with you. So thank you. Thank you for allowing me to feel that again in my heart and in my soul. So thank you all so much. And I hope that you come back here and join me in my wonderland. Bye-bye for now, everyone.